do have to say, but that just shows it was a lovely run from Vlasic in behind. Of course, at 5'10", 5'9", and he was one of the smaller players on the pitch, and he rose highest to score a great header from a Luka Modric outswinging corner to beat Ghana 2-1 in their final group game, ensuring that they were bound for the round of 32. João Neves to Pedro Neto. You would say the introduction of Rafael Leao on the left-hand side for João Felix would add a lot more pace to the Portuguese attack. As it is looking for Leao in behind, he will find the ball, cut back into a decent area, striker goal is saved, second attempt is blocked, still in the penalty area, the clear the lines in the end. Vitinho with a strike is blocked away. Well, speaking of Rafael Leao, that's exactly what he did there. He used his pace in behind. Stanisic could not keep up with him, couldn't compete. There's a Bruno Fernandes effort there, and there is a pause in play. Apologies, it's been headed away out for a throw-in, about level with the penalty area on the right-hand side for Portugal. There is just a pause in play. I don't know if they was having a quick look at something, or our cameras on the broadcast had cut to Livkovic. Don't know if he maybe picked up a knock there, but what an opportunity that was. Both keepers tested. You would have to definitely say that was the more troubling effort than the Budimir one. Portugal, that's a big start there. Bruno Fernandes, of course, had that really big chance against Colombia, kind of in the same area, but on the other side of the penalty box, if you will, that time. Good save, though, from Livkovic, and I think that'll give Croatia a lot of confidence that they haven't just welted under the first opportunity from Portugal, and they're coming forward once again. But that's a heavy ball from Nuno Mendes on the left-hand side, looking for Rafael Leao. Goes out for a Croatia goal kick. Watching it back, Mendes sees the run from Leao, but my word, he's got a lot to do. Pulls it back well. Fernandes, he gets it on target. Unfortunately, how he runs onto it, Leao, it's a beautiful ball from Leao. I won't take it away. I think it's more Bruno Fernandes could have done a little bit better. As he's running onto it, he kind of takes one step further forward, then the ball's underneath his right boot, so he's clawing it back. But he needs to do much better there, does the Portuguese Magnifico, as he's called by the Red Devils Manchester United fans. And what an opportunity that would have been for Portugal to make their mark, as I said, in the second game of the competition in the groups, they were dominant. They played some really good stuff against Uzbekistan, 5-0. Would be expected, though, by one of the tournament favourites. You could say they were underwhelming against Congo and Colombia. Yet to really arrive in this tournament so far. If they were to beat Croatia in handsome fashion, you'd say they would arrive. Lovely ball from Neves. Out to Leao. He's got a one-on-one against Vlasic. He swings a ball into the box. Header up into the air, and it's had to be punched away by Livkovic. Out for a corner, just looping. That could have gone anywhere. Could have gone in the back of his neck. Could have hit his bar. Good leap and good jump. But that's another lovely ball. Leao starting fantastic on that left-hand side for Fernandes. It's a good header by Satalo. Just get it away. I think he's trying to put it out for a corner. First set piece coming up here. Fernandes giving a round of applause there for Leao. Of course, a creative hub for the Red Devils. Fernandes this past season, but we know that he can get a lot of goals from midfield. Corner is taken quickly by Leao into Neto. He swings a ball into the box. Heads go up. Cleared away to the edge of the area. Strike comes in on the volley. Always an awkward one there. And Cancelo's strike off balance, leaning back, goes high and wide. And the Toronto Stadium fans, as we see pictures of the greats, as per usual, throughout this tournament. Great scenes from all the fans. Seeing a lot of red and green of Portugal, a lot of red, white and blue of Croatia. It's just been a fantastic tournament so far, and we're really only getting into the meat of the tournament, aren't we? Of course, from that goal kick, Kovacic comes away with it. He's driving further forward still. Croatia, here they come. This game's a lot more open than I thought it would be in the opening minutes, but that is a poor pass from the Croatian midfielder Kovacic there. João Neves did well, I think, just to press him down, and it made him stretch for that pass. So about halfway into the Portuguese half, on the left-hand side, Nuno Mendes will have the throw-in. 8 minutes on the clock. It is Portugal 0, Croatia 0. Warm welcome if you are joining. It's unofficial, independent of Tube Studio commentary of all the action from the round of 32 in the Toronto Stadium. Fernandes finds Pedro Neto on the right hand side, cuts back inside the left boot, dinks a ball into the back sticks, heads go up, and does that take a deflection off of Livkovic? He came out. Neto can't believe it. Ronaldo was there, Leao was there. Just unfortunately the cross and the run didn't line up, but my word, that was lovely from Neto. Cut back inside, gets his head up, puts it in a great position. Once again, similar to Fernandes with his shot, he was a little bit behind Ronaldo. Usually makes his run spot on. He was in between two Croatian defenders. I don't blame him. I think he wants a corner, does the Portuguese skipper. At least that's what he's asking the referee, Escas. Did look like he just went all the way through. I didn't know if as Livkovic was coming out, but going to touch on it by watching the replay back. No, he didn't. So back in possession with the goalkeeper for Croatia, Dominik Livkovic, making his 79th appearance for his national side. Safo comes in, but Stanisic jumps over it. Lovely touch there of Vlasic, driving forward. Pass it back to Kovacic, just on the left-hand side. Perisic playing at left-back, of course, but we know he's almost going to be an attacking left wing-back at times. Is the Croatian left-back. It won't be a defensive one. Yeah, very attacking. Croatia looking at a bit of history between the two sides, or at least team streaks I should say. Portugal no losses in their last 8, 5 wins and 3 draws. Last defeat was to Ireland in November 2025. As here come Croatia, right hand side, Vlasic, ball into the box, header goes up and header goes wide. Decent ball in. Budimir, I think he just gets underneath it a little bit too much, wants to be more real to that and heading it down into the surface, if you will. But again, that just shows that Croatia, they're not here to sit back. They want to take it to Ronaldo and co. So no losses in 8 for Portugal. Croatia want to end that little streak this evening. Croatia, though, 8 out of their last 10 have had over 2.5 goals. Both teams are scoring 7 out of the last 9. Portugal have scored first in 5 out of the last 6. And here they come with Leao. He's been electric so far. Curse of the commentary. That's a poor pass to Mendes. It's going to be a foul. Mendes illegally caught, says the referee Escas. Croatia are not happy at all. It looked like that Croatia were flying away as well, with Budimir, Petar and Kovacic. Just watching it back, he's stretching for his Mendes. Watching it back, Kovacic definitely does catch him. Doesn't win the ball. I mean, Mendes, it's a poor pass. Kovacic doesn't need to do it because they do lose the ball. It's not that by Kovacic doing that. Mendes is already stretching, to pass the ball, so she doesn't need to do that. Does Kovacic? Speaking of it, again, more experience heads, 117th cap for him. He's got 5 goals for his national side. And now a free kick. Cristiano Ronaldo. 145 goals for his national side, closing in on 1,000 for his career. 232nd appearance. Could he give his side the lead? Free kick. It's a little bit further out, but I think sometimes a little bit further out can suit the Portuguese skipper. He get it up and over. Of course, Mendes is over it. Of course, we saw a free kick right on the edge of the area against Uzbekistan. All eyes was on Ronaldo. Mendes stepped up. I don't think anyone believed he was taking it, or he's going to run over it, make something happen. Well, he's slotted in the back of the net. This a little bit further out, maybe 30, 33 yards out, maybe even more. Ronaldo steps up to take it right into the wall. And it will check out for a throw-in on the left-hand side. Is it a Croatian player down? I believe it is Pongracic. Looks like he might have took it, the hit of the free kick, right in the nether regions. If you're a bit of a sore one for the Croatian centre-back. You see Ronaldo, if anything as well, he doesn't get underneath it, he kind of gets his laces over the top of it. Apologises to his teammates, but you've got to say that, look, Ronaldo has earned that opportunity. If you don't take the free kick, it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Let him take the free kick. Throwing though for Portugal, so they will keep possession and they will keep this momentum up. Ruben Diaz himself and Renato Vega have very little to do so far. Yes, Croatia have had a few shots, but they've been very quickly put together, if you will, so the defenders have been bypassed. Now, once again, goes past his man. It's a poor ball in. Will Pedro Neto be able to keep it on the right-hand side? Goes all the way through the box. Cancelo will keep a hold of it, but Perisic does well to put his body in the way, and then Cancelo pokes it out for a throw-in. Great defending from Perisic there. Again, Leao. Already the worry if I'm Zlatko Dalic is Josip Stanisic at right-hand side. The left-hand side, Leao, he's flying down. He's beaten him 3 times out of 3 now. It would be worrying for the rest of the game. It's at the back here, Croatia playing out dangerously. Ronaldo closing down Livkovic. Into the feet of Modric. Just outside their own penalty area. Portugal pressing with purpose. Ball forward for Budimir. Brings it down, but Portugal do win the second ball. João Neves, is he fouled? Referee says no. Ball pinged quickly to the left-hand side, and Batarina, the Como man, very, very impressive, the youngster. He will play it back though to Perisic. Kovacic quickly into Modric, who will swing the ball to the right-hand side. Vlasic is chasing, won't get there though. Right idea. The 40-year-old Croatian skipper just couldn't put it all together there, unfortunately. You can imagine 99 times out of 100 he pings on into the feet of Vlasic. That's the one time that he does get it wrong. Portugal back underway. João Neves, as I said, he's one of the changes into the lineup. Ruben Neves, who drops out. Just riches in that midfield for Portugal, haven't they? Bernardo Silva, of course, as well on the bench. Ruben Diaz, so many options. Ball over the top, looking for the run of Pedro Neto. It's a good header away. Well, it is, but Gracic, if I was going to head it out for a throw-in, doesn't get it right and it goes out for a corner. So 15 minutes on the dot. Portugal 0, Croatia 0. Unofficial independent off-tube studio commentary of this round of 32 clash. As I said earlier, the winner of this is bound to face Spain. Their impressive 3-0 win against Austria earlier, yet to concede in the tournament so far. That's Spain and De La Fuente's side, so it's a big task awaiting. But look, in the knockout rounds, they're all big tasks, they're all big asks. It will be a corner for Nuno Mendes. It's an in-swinger into the box. It goes! Header over the bar. Good leap and a good reach there. It's a packed out box. Looks like it was Renato Vega who just gets his header wrong. Lovely in-swinger from Mendes. So many bodies in the box. So it's a well-timed run from Renato Vega. He's running onto it. It's exactly what you want. He's under a bit of pressure. And watching it back, I wouldn't say that he should be putting it on the back of the net for save. So I'm not always a fan of that idea, but do I think he should be getting on target and testing the keeper at the minimum? I do. Our broadcast cut back to live pictures quickly. Ruben Diaz has been shown the first yellow card of the game. Watching back the replay, goes up with Budimir. Does just give him a slight push and a bit of an arm in the face of Budimir. Catches him almost on his right shoulder, going up to his chin, if you will. So the defender picks up the first yellow card of the game on his 79th appearance. He's going to be careful now. Imagine now if you are Croatia, an early yellow card, 17 minutes, we're practically in now. That'll be a worry for Portugal, that'll be a bonus for Croatia. And he comes down the right hand side, Vlasic battling away with Renato Vega. That'll be a foul as well by Vega. Croatia are really troubling this Portuguese back line. Great piece of play by Petar Sujic. He stuck it past his man. Did he put it through his legs maybe even? So well, it kind of does. His leg, Renato Vega's leg stretches over it, so you could count it as a nutmeg. It's a lovely back heel though from Sujic. And now on the right hand side, very wide, almost give or take level with the penalty box, but really wide on the byline. Who else but Luka Modric to take this set piece? Modric Almost outswing arrest, ball into the box. It's dealt with by Portugal, and now there could be a dangerous counter-attack on. 1-2, Fernandes and Leao, but Leao, he's a pacey forward. He's not going to get to that one though, but it is just punted out of play there by Pongracic. No mistakes, right? Let's get inside the play, go for a throw-in. We'll all get back and we'll reset. Keeping it basic there. Don't want to take any risks, you'd have to say. Right decision. I would agree with Pongracic. It does mean though that Portugal do get the ball back. Neves himself and Vitinha just almost sitting in front of the back two, allowing the full-backs on either side to get high and wide as they like to do. We feel Nuno Mendes and João Cancelo could hold down the wing as their own anyway. Vitinha just about 10-15 yards on the left-hand side into the Croatian half. That's a poor pass, so picked up by Vlasic. That's a poor pass from Vlasic though. Kept in play on the left-hand side. And then Vitinha plays it off of his man, so throw-in is quickly taken. João Neves. Ronaldo drops deep, and as the first time pass, Diaz out to Pedro Neto. He's got underlapping Cancelo. It's almost for Portugal with the wingers and the full-backs. If one goes wide, one tucks in. One tucks in, one goes wide. And as long as there's a player in that area, that's what they seem to be happy with. They are getting a bit of sustained possession here. Portugal just knocking it around. Vega into Diaz. Everyone is in the Portugal side, and Croatia are in the Croatian half. Cancelo back to Vega. Cost more of a defensive midfielder than a great season of playing at centre back, and that's why he's in the squad and in the 11. But that's not why he is. That's a poor pass when he tries to ping one out to the left hand side. Looking for Leao. Already they know he's an outlet, but the last few times they've played the ball into him, it's been the passes that have really let him down, not himself. It's more the passes of his teammates looking for him that have really let him down. It's like a striker, isn't it? If you don't get service, well, you can't really do too much with it. João Neves swings it out to there. A good tackle there from Perisic. Well, interception, just pokes it out, I should say. I thought he was going to try and win the ball more than anything there. Quickly taken into the feet of Vitinha. Nuno Mendes, left hand side here. Leao, 1-2 again. Portugal being the slower pace of the two. Getting the ball nicely swung out to Neto on the right. Cancelo fakes it on his right. Tries to send Perisic, ball into the box. It's not a great one. Blocked off of Modric. He's scampering for the corner. Is that one out of play? Linesman says no, but it's not a great clearance by the skipper. So Portugal keep the ball and they keep the pressure on regardless. Mendes. To Fernandes, dropping a little bit deeper. Back to Fernandes. Cancelo. Pedro Neto on the right, cuts inside on his left, fakes to put a ball into the box. That's the idea that really packed the box. Got 4 players in. The idea was to play the cross there. Vitinha into Leao. Great tackle from Stanisic, and now Croatia have got spacey behind this Portuguese defence. Ball forward for Budimir. It's well read though by Diaz. Heavy touch, nearly knocked out a player for a throw-in. Right place, right time on the left hand side. It was Vitinha to keep that ball in play and keep this momentum up for Roberto Martinez's side. 22.5 minutes played. We're halfway through, give or take, the first half. Hydration break will be shortly upon us, you'd think. Nice pass from Vega into the feet of Ronaldo. Knocks it to the left hand side to Mendes. Ball is swung by Mendes. It's a good one. Has to be headed wide. It's a good defensive header. Neto was in there. Fernandes was in there. Pongracic, first one to it though, nods it out for a corner. Lovely ball in by Nuno Mendes, and I have to say, it doesn't look as close on first viewing because you can see, well, that he doesn't mean to put it in the back of his own net. He's trying to head it wide. But at first glance, you see that ball coming in, the power and the pace that Nuno Mendes gets on it. It is very worrying that maybe Pongracic could have put that in the back of his own net. As I said, Portugal going from left to right in this first half, so it will be Mendes to take an in-swinger from the near side. Once again, good delivery. Heads go up at the back, sticks, it just loops over. Was that last off a Portuguese player? Yes, it was. So it will be a Croatian goal kick, but not just yet, as there will be a hydration break. 23.5 minutes into this game, so we've got about a 3-minute wait, so a warm welcome if you are joining. Do stick with us because it is a 3-minute hydration break, so we won't be here too long. You're not missing any of the action on the field. It is goalless. We have to say that big chance for Bruno Fernandes, without a doubt, has been the biggest chance of the game so far. Great play down the left-hand side with Rafael Leao, pulled it back for Fernandes. It was his strike that you'd have to say by far the best so far. The only shot of the game on target. And the 4th minute was nearly an early bright start for Portugal. Having a quick look at the stats, about 70%, maybe just a shade under for Portugal possession. 0.77 XG for Martinez and co. 7 shots, 1 on target. So far, 3 corners, whereas Modric's Croatia, 0.17 XG, 2 shots on target, no corners so far, and they had that dangerous free kick wide on the right hand side, high up the field for Modric to take. Apart from that, haven't had much to say. Budimir had that an opportunity earlier on. It was very early in the game, it has to be said. Both managers having a word with their sides and both deep in conversation, it has to be said. Of course, looking at both bosses being in charge for quite a while, more so for Dalic. Roberto Martinez, the 52-year-old, of course, a storied history in England for most people will know him, former Everton and Swansea boss, and he did lead Belgium. This isn't his first rodeo in this tournament. He led Belgium to 2 competitions. Charged the Red Devils in 2018 and 2022. Finished 3rd in this tournament in 2018, but went down in the groups in 2022. Been the boss since January 23, just a month after he did leave his post at Belgium. 43 games, 31 wins, 6 draws, 6 losses. A really impressive ratio for Martinez. Whereas Dalic, well, synonymous with the Croatian boss with his national side since October 2017. He's been in charge 110 games, so he's 111th, 62 wins, 20 draws and 28 losses, and very similar to Martinez in terms of he's got previous competition experience. I spoke about Croatia, 6 other tournaments they competed in, 6 other editions. 3 times went out in the groups, the other 3 they went to a semi-final, a 3rd place and the runners-up. Well, the runners-up in 2018 and the 3rd place in 2022 were under Dalic. He's been in charge that long. 62 wins, 20 draws and 28 losses, as I say. As we are just back underway now. One welcome, it is goalless from Toronto. Ball forward here though, Croatia. They're looking to make a difference maker here. Ball forward, is there a clip of the heels there? Referee says no, but the attack is still alive. Strike comes in, it's blocked away. Kovacic keeps it alive. Perisic back in on his right boot, it's blocked away. It's not a great clearance, so when, well, Croatia, if they were to take the lead even, you'd say that's springing a bit of surprise. Portugal heavy favourite coming into this game. Yeah, keeping possession here from this hydration break. Positivity, I'd have to say, from Croatia. Right hand side, very wide, Vlasic. Got a stronger right foot, you don't see that many times for a winger in this day and age. more of an attacking midfielder as well. He's Vlasic. We want to get good players in the squad. Due to Perisic on the left and Stanisic on the right as full-backs, does mean getting high and wide. That does kind of mean that Baturina and Vlasic can kind of tuck inside a little bit more and overload those central areas. Once again, speaking of Vlasic, he's on the ball now. Back to Paul Gracic. Looking for options. And Portugal are pressing, not with the intensity and tempo that they want, but they are pressing high. Ball over the top, lovely one. It's going to find Vlasic as well. He needs support from his blue jerseys though. Edge of the penalty area, goes for goal. It goes wide, but I do believe, yes, you've seen pictures on the broadcast, the linesman's flag goes up, and even though it's a good ball, he's just offside. Renato Vega, the man who just at the last second just took that step forward, and means that it's an offside, and Portugal will get the ball back. And they've had more possession so far, closing in on half an hour. They'll have the best chance as well of Bruno Fernandes. 4 minutes into the game, what a start that would have been for Portugal. Ronaldo back to Mendes, swings it long from left to right. Great first touch from Cancelo, cuts back inside, swings one into the box. Opportunity, goes all the way through, and it's wide of the mark. Ronaldo was in there. Lovely ball in from João Cancelo. What a pass as well, a peach from left to right from Nuno Mendes. One full back to another. Lovely first touch, just cuts inside, and credit to him, it's just over the head of Fernandes. And Ronaldo running in on the end of it. So close to grabbing the opportunity and getting a lead in this game. Once again, there have been some really quality balls into the box from full-backs and wingers, which is impressive, I'd have to say. Kovacic. Looks long for Bunamir, but can't win the ball. Portugal come away with it. Left hand side. Croatia want a throw in there. They're absolutely incensed that they haven't got one actually. But Portugal are the ones with the smiles on their faces, so maybe the cool, calm demeanour sums it up a little bit more. I'm not too sure. Mendes dropping a bit deeper, and Renato Vega to find space in midfield. Vitinha back to Vega. Again, it's just a little bit slow from Portugal, especially when you watch a team like Spain play. It was very quick. It was, yes, short passing, but there's always movement. This just seems very tedious at the moment. Swung out to the right. Neto, you know what he wants to do. Great players, yes, but you know what he wants to do. You can defend it to a higher level, can't you? Of course, makes it a little bit easier. 31.5 minutes in goalless from Toronto. Portugal 0, Croatia 0. Who will be heading to the round of 16 to face Spain. One yellow card so far in the game. That was for Ruben Diaz. Poor pass there in the middle from Croatia there. Left hand side. Again, it's over here. Croatia really struggling to find any form fluidity, any confidence so far. Of course, I think the confidence when a Modric or a Kovacic gets on the ball, that's been that kind of confidence. It's been trying to open it up and do a little bit more. Is allowed to play. Yes, it is. It's more who's is it? Throwing taken quickly. Ronaldo back out to the left hand side to Leao. So a one-on-one with his man. Fakes across and goes back anyway. Vitinha. Diaz will float one over the top. Back into a dangerous area. Chest down, Leao has it just inside the penalty area, doesn't want to give up on it, he doesn't, still has the ball, pokes it back out to the left hand side, ball falls and a cross face of goal, second chance is blocked away, now to play for another corner once again. Portugal, I spoke about being slow, that's what you want, fast pace, you one touch or picking the ball up and driving forward. Great play on the left hand side, I thought here by Fernandes, what a ball that is in by him. See the red smile on the face of the goalie. Deserves it after that intervention there. Corner coming up on the far side. Looks like it will be Leao to take the in-swinger. He's happy with something. He's pointing to someone. Corner is taken short. Mendes goes for a strike, it's right into the wall. Oh, here come Croatia. Batarina, is he tripped up there? Referee says no. That would have been really dangerous, you have to say, for it. All forward, battling for it is Vlasic, and is that given a foul there against Vlasic? As I said, the hero in the game against Ghana. After the hydration break, that's when Ghana got their equaliser, and then felt like it was, I'm going to do this, going to do that. Never came to fruition. Watching again, a good battle so far. That's a foul be given. Might be a bit soft, I have to say. But free kick for Portugal. Take it short. Sorry, I thought they were packing players into the box. Get some bodies in there, put some balls into the danger zone. Mendes just inside his own half. Back to Leao, and it has just really calmed down a little bit more than anything. To Kovacic, always found a bit of space here, pokes it forward, needs to be a little bit more on it to find on that right hand side. Possibility for Vlasic. Just feel that the biggest thing is you're waiting for the other team to make a mistake. This time of the tournament, no one wants to make a mistake. He's so worried about everything. He's Coutinho. I'm going to look at the ball possession. I know the tournaments in terms of the stats we're given, 14% in contest, so 58% possession for Portugal. At the moment, it's Leao who's dropping deepest in between between two centre-backs to perform that free. Didn't think that's something to be on the bingo card. Left-hand side, Mendes, he's all alone. He does need some support. Still in possession, just inside the Bosnian half. It's just a little bit slow. I feel if this was 1-0 with Bosnia chasing a little bit more. Different story. Pinged out to Nesto. Into João Neves. Bruno Fernandes takes a touch. He's wiped down there. I believe that's Petar Sujic. Tripping up the Portuguese fielder. He's asking for a little bit more. We'll still watch it now. Well, it's just a foul. It's a bit nothing malicious, as I usually say, but he tried to just get his body in the way so you knew what was going on. Instead, he kind of clips Fernandes with his shoulder. And once again, they're not going to put the ball into the box, but they will swing it to the right side to opportunity here. Ball could go anywhere from that clearance. Oh no, the keeper's done really well to hold it. Apologies. Just saw it fizz across the face of goal. Where's that gone? Good. Goalkeeping from Dominic Livkovic. Long ball forward. Good again on the end of it. Is he Batarina? No, he's not. What defending that is at the back there. Portugal do get the ball, and again they've seen most of it. And, still on the ball. Just over maybe even with stoppage time, we're about 38 minutes into the game, including your stoppage time and the normal 1 minute of stoppage time. Was because of players wanting to rest and then come back in. Mendes, very, very slow. Croatia not really pressing at all, so they're not putting pressure on Portugal. That's a poor... I thought I was going to try to play. That's a poor pass, but Spurs do keep the ball. Renato Vega into Stanisic. Gets very, very slow here into Ronso. Swung out to the right hand side now. This is a bit of pace being injected. Cuts back. Into Neves. Still with Gallagher. Vega. Back to Vega. Again, very slow. Two defensive midfielders and to the two defenders. That's a nice ball, an idea from his teammate. Oh, just well to the corner as well. It was Bruno Fernandes he got at the end of it. Stanisic, the man, wasn't quite sure who it was. Big opportunity now for Portugal with this corner kick from the far side. Bruno Fernandes will be taking this. They've gone with an in-swinger every single time. Of course, do have other options. I have to say that he's tall, but Leao would be an opportunity from corners. You'd see the fullbacks in there. Cancelo and Mendes definitely would be. Opportunity to take the lead here. Fernandes. So a lot of assists in the past season from corners and set pieces. Ball into the box, it goes for everyone. Was that last off a Croatian heading out for a corner? Do believe it is. The full confirmation from the referee. Looks like it has been given. Well, it's definitely a Portuguese ball. It's more of a... Is it a corner or a throw-in? That's just what's waiting to be decided. Seeing pictures of the fans. They're looking good. It will be a corner taken quickly though by Portugal. Move it quickly from right to left. They're always looking to unleash this strike. Nothing's going to come of it. Ball into a dangerous area, nodded away. Not as far as into the area. Right hand side. Croatia have it. Done really well there as well. Just to relieve a little bit of pressure more than anything. Portugal have been the better side in this first half, but with 5 minutes of normal 45 to go, it's Portugal 0, Croatia 0. You're looking at a minimum of 3 minutes of stoppage time because of the break. So we've still got 8 minutes left to play. About 9 minutes give or take, just after 40 minutes here in Toronto. Goalless between two top-ranked sides. Stanisic into Vlasic, played a really high line once again of Portugal. Nice ball into Batarina, plays it down the byline. Big tackle from Nuno Mendes. Sucic still comes away with it though. He's absolutely clattered. Croatia though still have the attack. He's still down as a Croatian man. Makes his way to Perisic on the left hand side. He's on a one-on-one, cuts back inside, fakes it once again. And then Cancelo, too big, too strong, knocks it off of his opponent, but was well defended by Kovacic. Now driving forward. Find a space now, they can't too many away. Portugal jerseys there. Quickly down the left hand side. Will they have an opportunity here later on in the first half? Leao slows it down into Ronaldo. Looking for an option. Put studs on the ball, and that kind of just sums it up that both teams have obviously put a lot into this game. Only 42 minutes of course in. They know more than anyone that we can't afford to tire ourselves out almost, and perhaps that's what Croatia have done with the defending, and they just start to miscommunication can grow from that sometimes. Once again, you probably with the passes of Diaz into Vega, probably the two centre backs have had the most passes between them all. Fernandes playing just off of Ronaldo, that's still not kind of working, you'd have to say. Vitinha swings a nice ball forward. Great tackle in the middle there from Kovacic. That should be a foul there, but they still come forward to Croatia. Once again, Kovacic full of running. If he can get his head up, he's got options to his right-hand side. He might go it alone, though. Plays it down the byline to Perisic. Goes back inside, ball into the box. He's nodded right up into the air. Bit of head tennis, and now, here come Portugal. Real back and forth ending to this first half. Good tackle coming in there, though. And the ball is going to put up for a throw-in, I do believe. Referee just having a look at the bench for a few seconds for something. I'm not quite sure. Both teams ending the half much better than the middle portion. Pedro Neto on the right hand side, back to Cancelo. Neto into the feet of Leao, trying to overload this right hand side at the moment. Portugal, Mendes, it's moved well the way from left to right, plays one through, and you can see what Fernandes is trying to do there. He wants to let it run, but try and take a flick on the flying fullback. And Zlivkovic looks to go long. Portugal with it back. João Neves. Back to Nuno Mendes. I'd imagine there's changes maybe for both sides at half time. I'm not too sure. Not at the moment with it being goalless. Diaz. Again, Diaz and Vega, they've had a lot of touches, had a lot of the ball. Diaz back to João Cancelo on the right hand side. Cut inside. Vitinha. Again, himself and João Neves almost 1-6. One pushes a little bit further forward to supplement the attack. Nuno Mendes into Rafael Leao. He's got a one-on-one here. Can he go down the byline? Can he find the ball into the box? Tries to take it past his man. He's doubled up though, well defended. From Croatia, Batarina trying to get past his man, but no, well defended by Nuno Mendes. It's forcing all the way back to the goalkeeper. But he did really well there, exceptionally. I believe the referee might have even given I was watching the replay back, might have given a free kick. Goes in, not late, he's in 2 feet in there, but goes in there, gives him a sly elbow. Watching it back and up, put anything into the box or the take it shot. We have played the first 45 minutes, 4 minutes of stoppage time to go. Goalless in Toronto. Portugal 0, Croatia 0. Now Neto down the right. Again, you know where he wants to go. It's a good ball though once again. Heads go up. Strike comes in. It's well over the bar. Flying in there was Leao. Opportunity to give his side the lead on a stroke of half time. It's not a great ball in from Neto, but the clearance to support just up into the air. He's running onto it. I'd like to see the replay from behind more than the ones we've been given. It just gets really underneath it. I'm not going to sit and say that's an easy strike, not at all. It's coming out from the Toronto sky down onto your right boot. It's going to be awkward. That's obviously a massive opportunity there. Massive opportunity here maybe for Croatia. So calm and collected as Diaz. That should be a foul. Yes, it is. Almost a bit of what I would call a receipt there by Budimir on the centre-back after their collision earlier in the game. Renato Vega swings it out. Pedro, now that's been the problem. I like the idea that the wingers are staying high. Just being a little bit overhit with some of the passes. Something you want to see. Both teams in the final third. That's what they're missing. Just a bit of quality. Well, you know it's there, of course. But it is missing. About 90 seconds left of first half stoppage time. Portugal 0. Croatia 0. Best chance falling for Bruno Fernandes so far in this first half. Ball forward, Bunamir, as he brought down there by Diaz. Diaz walking away. I can imagine the referee has given that. Now that's nowhere near a yellow card for Ruben Diaz. I don't think his yellow card was a yellow card, but you're kind of walking a tightrope now, aren't you? You're already on that yellow card. That's it. Maybe not warning, but your first yellow. We're already having one. It's always a bit dangerous of how you play it out now. Speaking of playing out, that's what Croatia are doing right now. But they find Modric. Back it goes, and Bongracic spreads it to the right-hand side. Modric. He's taken down there, so is Josip Talo. He wasn't happy with something. But I think the referee, don't know, was chopped down, not 100% sure on either way. It's taken quickly. Here come Croatia. Ball swung out to the left-hand side, well intercepted. It will be kept alive with the ball in the Portugal half. About 20 seconds left in the 4 minutes of the stoppage time, so in the last 30 seconds to a minute of this first half. Kovacic scrambling to get away from his man. Finds a nice pass over into Modric. Those two just sitters are absolutely phenomenal, it has to be said. Ball over the top. Can Perisic get there in front of his man? Looks like he would have, but it's well defended by Neto. Maybe anyone else on the pitch, you get away with that. The ball just is put into a position and you get away with it. Croatia do with a throw, would have a chance to take it. No, they would. Half time. And it is goalless. Best chance falling definitely for Bruno Fernandes in that first half. Overplay by Leão on the left hand side. Cuts it back to the Portuguese midfielder. Just gets a little bit over it. It's straight at the goalkeeper. Whereas Croatia yet to really test Diogo Costa in goal. Finally balanced heading into the second half here in Toronto. It's Portugal 0, Croatia 0, and we'll be back shortly. Well, it is a warm welcome back to Unofficial Independent Off-Tube Studio commentary of all the action from Toronto as Portugal take on Croatia in the round of 32. It's currently goalless as we're just about to get underway for the second 45 minutes of football. It will be Portugal getting us underway. They're going from right to left in the first half in the white away strip for Ronaldo and co, whereas Modric and company blue and white. They go from left to right. So interesting first half, maybe just lacking a bit of final third opportunities. Here come Portugal though early on. Leao, ball back into the box. It's cleared away. Under as far as Fernandes. What a start that would have been. Mendes and Leao getting forward and getting involved there. Big tackle coming in. Cleared away on the counter-attack. Croatia. That's where they could be absolutely vital in terms if they were to take a lead. Mendes into Leao. The frantic start we've already had here in Toronto. As I said, the first half full of quality box to box, as you would expect between the two sides. I don't knock that at all. You would say though that the final third, apart from the one that would definitely stick out in my mind, I've got to run down, is Leao, ball into the box, great chance for Bruno Fernandes. Bar that, not too many clear-cut chances for either of these two sides. Portugal, they've started the second half much the better. Ronaldo pokes one over his shoulder, looking for the run there off Fernandes. Now Croatia coming forward, big tackle there from Diaz, right place, right time. He had to. He's on a yellow card, but they lose it in the transition. And here come Croatia. Kovacic plays it to the right-hand side. Opportunity here. Strike will come back across the face of goal. Cleared away. Edge of the area of Vlasic keeps it alive. Into Kovacic. Edge of the penalty area on the left-hand side. Shouts of offside, but Croatia keep the ball and the attack going. Obviously, Portugal have got most of their players back, but Croatia still have the ball in a dangerous area. Modric, can he get one last bit of Modric magic and drag his side through to the round of 16? Of course, Spain do away with the winner of this tie. What a reward that is to face De La Fuente and co. That's a poor pass out from the back though. Modric wins it, stretching though to win the pass, and well, both teams coming out frantic at the start of this second half. Modric going forward into Kovacic into the penalty area, and it's a side netting. So many fans in the stands thought that Kovacic had made it 1-0 to Croatia. He's still down on the deck. Overly play on that left-hand side. It just kind of fell for him, and it took 1-2 touch, and always getting away from him. He was just stretching for it for, unfortunately. It's a collision with his own club teammate, Ruben Diaz. Just watching back, he's stretching. It might even come off the left boot of Diogo Costa. That might be more of a save. And Costa was holding the ball as if it was a goal kick. But watching it live, I did think it was a goal kick. No, it will be a corner. It was saved by Diogo Costa. I thought that Kovacic had put it wide off the side netting. Well, technically he had, but it was a great save from the right boot of Diogo Costa. Well, Croatia, they're the underdogs coming into this game, but they want to score first. I'd really put the cats amongst the pigeons. First corner of the second half, of course. Modric on set piece duty from the far side. Takes it short. How are they going to work this? Kovacic back to Modric. Now he might swing one in. Does. It's poor though from the skipper. Strike comes in and it's wide from Vlasic. Of course, he was the man who scored the winner against Ghana in the last group game. Great header from a corner there. Always going wide that one though. Just got over it, dragged it wide. The Croatian player there. But there was a substitution at half time to bring apologies. It's been such a frantic start, as I say. The opening just over 4 minutes in the game. Budimir has gone off and Freiburg's Igor Mantanovic has come onto the field of play. So that is a substitution for Croatia to start this second half. So difference in the striking area. Budimir not being able to really mark his territory in the first half. Croatia coming forward again here. Great tackle at the back from Cancelo. So open already at the start of the second half. Maybe both teams maybe the first 10 or 15 minutes, you can imagine, let's maybe go and get a lead, see what we can do in the opening minutes of the second half. You don't want to go out and go behind, I should say, and then obviously be knocked out. But sometimes you just don't want to go to extra time and penalties, because that's an extra 30 minutes in the legs. We've already had a long tournament already. This is the fourth game. If you add another 30 minutes, you want to feel fresh ahead of your tie, and that's one of the things you want to avoid, obviously. So sometimes it's better going for it and you avoiding extra time. Vlasic. It's a great tackle from Vitinha to win the ball. Well, actually, it's fouled, apologies, by Mantanovic. Looks like he was just brought back there for a second. Was Vitinha. So, quickly, the full lineups. Costa is in goal for Portugal. Back four of Cancelo. Yellow carded Diaz, Vega and Mendes, with João Neves and Vitinha, the two holders, with Neto on the right, Leao on the left, and Fernandes supporting skipper Cristiano Ronaldo. For Croatia, Livkovic is in goal. Back four of Stanisic, Sutalo, Pongracic and Perisic, with skipper Modric and Kovacic, the two holders in midfield. Vlasic, Sucic and Baturina supporting Mantanovic, who leads the line now, the Freiburg man. Referee is Espan Escas, Norwegian official for all the action from round of 32 in Toronto. Good start to this second half. Diaz, everyone is in the Croatia half. Ronaldo, a little bit deeper, not really in that poacher type role, dropping a little bit deep. He has made his way forward now, though. Vitinha's going through a couple of bodies. Does well, but too many blue jerseys there. And there's going to be a foul given away. But there might be Nuno Mendes, the culprit. Might be Vitinha. It was Sucic, looks like, who was tackled there. Fouled. Also, there was a lot of bodies. Vitinha goes down, losing his balance, not for a free kick. So it might go down as a foul against Vitinha. Not too sure, but at the moment, Croatia and Portugal playing out a goalless draw. Of course, as I spoke about in the first half, Croatia, if they tend to, in the this is their 7th ever tournament. In the previous 6 editions, 3 times they was knocked out of the group stages, 3 times they advanced from the group stages, every single time they at least made the semi-finals. Runners up in 2018, 3rd and 4th places in 98 and 2022 respectively. But here they come. Right hand side of Vlasic, has got an overlapping run, cuts back inside, still got the overlapping run from his right back Stanisic, ball into the box, heads go up, falls at the back, sticks, Perisic goes for goal, and Croatia take the lead on the stroke of the 53rd minute. Modric is the man taking the headlines. He's the experienced head in this squad, he's the main man, he's the skipper. Well, even Perisic is just as experienced. His 158th appearance for Croatia, and it's his 39th goal. What a time. I said earlier he's playing left back, yes, but my word, he's going to get forward, he's going to supplement those attacks, he's going to add width. And with Portugal, one of the maybe 4 top 5 favourites, it has to be said, coming into this tournament. Well, they're on the brink of being knocked out in the first knockout round. It was Vlasic with a ball in. And into Stanisic. It's just over the head of Mantanovic, watching the replays back, looking for offsides, looking for any fouls in the box. It's a ball just over the head of Mantanovic. Falls for Perisic. Lovely first touch. He takes a second to set himself. Cancelo can't block it. Costa can't save it. But Perisic can strike it in the back of the net. What a moment in Toronto. The underdogs. We've had a few underdogs lead in the knockout rounds already. This will be another lead for another underdog. Less than 10 minutes into this second half. It's all to do for Portugal. It is Portugal 0, Croatia 1. Will that be the kick up the backside that Portugal need? Croatia, this is a massive moment for them. when we are back underway. Portugal frantically pressing down. Look, I think that'll play into the hands of Croatia as well. They've got some great... We've just seen them when it was a counter-attack where they scored with that ball into the box. And now it is pressure on Portugal. Of course, if you are Portugal, you do have to sit there and say, we'd rather concede now than concede in the 88th minute, of course. That has to rightfully be said. But Croatia, they don't concede a lot of goals. I know they conceded 4 to England, but my word, what an open game that was. That was a fantastic game to watch. And this has been a fantastic game, and now Portugal have to come forward. They have to be a bit more intent with their attacks. Ball forward, over the top, looking for Pedro Neto. It's well read by Pongracic. Back it goes into the middle for Kovacic. Ball over the top, chested down nicely. Mantanovic is going to play it down the right-hand side. Vlasic is going to get there before the pacey Nuno Mendes. Vlasic back into Sucic. Looking for the run of Vlasic, he might be offside. Ball is going to back across space of goal. Croatia, do they have a second? The linesman's flag does go up. It will be looked at. Vlasic did look offside. But my word, they do have the ball in the back of the net for a second time. It will be checked. The linesman's flag goes up. See a quick replay, plays it into Sucic, and he just wanders offside. He is well offside. So for a second there, Croatia nearly had 2 goals in practically 2 minutes. Portugal need to be careful they do not fall apart here. It has to be said. Diaz will play it long, looking for the run of Fernandes. He's only up there on his own, but it's a good header away from Satalo. Modric. Lovely pass into Sucic, lets it run for Mantanovic. I don't think Mantanovic was expecting it, if I'm being perfectly honest. Vega. Vitinha. He was in the first half, and I can imagine they will quicken it up. It's just a little bit too slow from Portugal. And Croatia, yes, they don't always press high. They kind of sit back, and when they're on the ball, though, they move it with a bit more intent. Mendes plays it for Leao. Lovely first touch. He's going to cut inside. Go for the curler. He's off the bar. Falls. Strike goes wide. Oh, it doesn't go wide, apologies, it's deflected away. The keeper alive. What a goal that would have been from Rafael Leao. He's been electric in this game. Ball back into the box. Catching practice for Dominik Livkovic in goal. This game, though, first 45 minutes, tense as ever. It's knockout football. You 100% respect it and get it. But in the second half, coming to life in Toronto are these two sides. A warm welcome if you are joining or listening in. I hope you've not missed the opening, just over 12 and a half minutes, all but of his second half, because you've missed a Croatia goal. It is Portugal 0, Croatia 1 in the round of 32. Ball forward for Sucic. What a chest control that is. Brings it down. The blue jerseys are flying forward here. Can he make the right pass? Pulls it back to the left-hand side. Strike comes in. It's straight at Costa. Saved out for a corner. If Croatia go 2-0 up, it might just be too much of a mountain for Portugal to climb. What a counter-attack that was before that corner comes in. We'll see Leao's effort. Oh, it cannons off the bar. Goalkeeper Livkovic was beaten, as they say, though the post and the bar is the goalie's best friend. It's exactly what it was there. But a save there by Costa. And shows a corner here for Croatia from the far side, and it will be an in-swinger on the right boot of Bacharina. It's not a great ball into the box, and could there be a counter-attack, or Modric nods it back into a dangerous area. Mantanovic can't keep a hold of it. Kovacic, he just clipped the heels there of Vitinha. Yellow cards come out, I'm not too sure. There were 2 Croatian players around. No, it's Modric, apologies. It was Modric and Kovacic who was in and around Vitinha and Fernandes. And it's Modric on Vitinha. Just to get that right for everyone out there. Foul by Modric on Vitinha, and a yellow card there. First for Croatia. Of course, Ruben Diaz already in the book. And we talk about books and this is going to be history making. Well, looks like Portugal are already readying 3 changes. Can't quite make out who it is, but maybe panic stations for Roberto Martinez, trying to catch who it might be to come on. Of course, we do have some healthy options off the bench. It might even be, it's definitely a triple change. Apologies, I'm trying to see the dugouts. Might even be a quadruple change. Definitely though is a triple change, but yet to make it a Portugal. Pedro Neto, ball forward for Cristiano Ronaldo, takes it down, opportunity, takes it over the goalkeeper, and Cristiano Ronaldo runs away in celebration, but the flag has gone up. It looks like it will be close. What a ball from Neto, what a finish from Ronaldo, dinks it over the on-Russian Livkovic. This will be close, this will be interesting. Oh, I think he's onside. That is as close as it gets. What a touch from Ronaldo, brings it down out of the Toronto sky. Livkovic rushes out to put Ronaldo under pressure. Ronaldo doesn't know what pressure is. Dinks it over. It is close. I'm still watching replays of the fans in disbelief, seeing the flag going up, their celebrations cut short. It is close. VAR is checking it. I've seen one replay. I think he might just be on, but my word, is it close. If not, Croatia have not got away with one. What a ball from Neto it was. It's a beautiful finish from Cristiano Ronaldo. That would be his 146th national goal. We're still waiting on a decision from VAR. Again, it's one of them. It is as close as you're going to get. Triple change is coming up from Portugal. I don't know if that means the offside has been given, correctly given. I'm not too sure. As I say, I think it's going to be a quadruple change. I'm just waiting for full confirmation of who's going on and who's going to be coming off. Bernardo Silva will be one of those players coming on, and Vitinha will be one of those going off. We should do get 5 subs as well. Looks like Conche Shao will be coming on as well. I do believe it's been given as an offside, and it is so close. The left shoulder of Cristiano Ronaldo is offside. It is so close. It is inches. It's his body moving left. It's his body making the run. If he keeps his more centrally, then he's onside. Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes, João Cancelo and Pedro Neto are off. Bernardo Silva, Nelson Semedo, Gonçalo Ramos and Francisco Conceição are on to the field of play. So that is your quadruple substitution. A lot of experience coming on, you would have to say. Most likely with Fernandes going off and Gonçalo Ramos coming on. Might just be more of a 2 up top as well for Portugal. 63 minutes on the clock. What a second half we've had here in Toronto. Portugal 0, Croatia 1. Unofficial, independent, off-tube studio commentary of all the action in this round of 32 clash as it stands. Spain will be meeting Croatia in the round of 16. Corner to come in, Nuno Mendes. It's a great delivery. The back post goes all the way through. Might just come off the boot of Rafael Leao. That's where the cameras point and linger to. Great delivery, power, pace from Nuno Mendes. Just want someone attacking that. Renato Vega watching it back. You see, he goes for the head. There's a shout that he's pulled by his defender, and he doesn't get there because of it. Don't think it's being looked at. Now seeing Roberto Martinez, he's gone to the 4 changes out of the 5 that you get given. As the goal kick, well, it has been a goal kick. I'm surprised possibly though they haven't had a quick look at the pull on Vega, unless they are, because the goal kick is yet to be taken. The referee is saying to hold proceedings, so my suggestion is that he's been given He's having a word with VAR in his ear. I will say, trying to, I believe it's Vlasic, does have his arm around Vega, and he's on his left arm. It does pull him the slightest. Now, I think the problem you would say is Vega going to get there? Probably no. Possible penalty. I do believe the referee is going to the monitor. He's going to the monitor. Now, what I will say is, usually, whatever happens, for example, no penalty on the field, you see the referee put the monitor up, he goes. Usually that means what wasn't given on the field is going to be given. Of course, it is, again, warm welcome if you're joining. Round of 32 in this tournament. What a tournament it's been, and what a second half it's been here in Toronto. It is Portugal 0, Croatia 1. Unofficial independent off-tube studio commentary of all the action between these two European sides. The winner will meet Spain. I'm not able to hear what the referee is saying, so he's made a decision. He's walked away from the monitor. He will announce to the Toronto crowd what his decision is. I will just have to look and see the celebrations of either Portuguese or Croatians. Well, by the fist pumps of Ruben Diaz and Nuno Mendes, I think there is a penalty inbound for Portugal, and I'm going to guess there is only one man who is going to take it. All eyes on Cristiano Ronaldo, it has to be said. He's already put the ball in the back of the net once. It was an offside. This time it will be an opportunity, a one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and a chance to put his side level in what could be, if he's knocked out, his final ever game at this tournament and in national football. Ronaldo, his last 5 penalties for club and country, he scored 4 out of the 5, missed 1. The man for the big moments, 232nd appearance for his national side. Can he grab his 146th goal? What a moment this is. This could decide the tie, if you will. Ronaldo against Livkovic. Ronaldo steps up, puts the keeper the wrong way, goes down the middle, and Portugal, who else to save them in their time of need? Cristiano Ronaldo gets another goal at this tournament to follow on from the brace against Uzbekistan, and he keeps their hopes alive. It is Portugal 1, Croatia 1. Can they take the momentum from this equaliser on for the rest of this game? I said a few moments ago, as it stands, that Spain will be facing Croatia. Well, not if Cristiano Ronaldo has something to say about it. It was from a corner. Nuno Mendes with a brilliant ball into the box. Renato Vega pulled back by Nikola Vlasic, the hero against Ghana in their 2-1 win. He scored from a corner, from a defending corner, gave away a penalty. Ronaldo stuttered and stopped, gave Livkovic the eyes. Livkovic went to his right, Ronaldo straight down the middle. And CR7 gets another goal in this tournament, and you won't put it past him to go grab another, would you, and put his side in the lead and send them to the next round. 68 minutes on the clock. What a game we are having in Toronto. It is Portugal 1, Croatia 1. Ivan Perisic gave them the lead in the 53rd minute. Just over 10 minutes later from the penalty spot, Ronaldo, big time moment, big time player, and he puts them level. There will be a throw in here for Croatia, but I do believe the hydration break has been called. I say that because Cristiano Ronaldo's making his way over to the dugout and he's hyping up, he's getting his supporters up for it. He's got a smile on his face. He knows momentum is with his side. He knows they can go on and win this. He knows they're back in this, now they're level. What a moment in Toronto. The first half, the only thing we were missing the first half, it's like a lot of games in the knockout stages in any tournament, whether it's in club football, national football, is that willingness, that bravery in the final third, that quality in the final third. We've got that in abundance in this game in the second half. In the first half, the best chance fell for Bruno Fernandes, no doubt about it. Big save by Livkovic. This game, in the second half, well, what we've been missing is the quality. And even Perisic, it was a lovely piece of play down the right side. Vlasic just stood up his man, played the ball to the overlapping Stanisic, who was well onside by Ronaldo Vega. If he just stands up a couple of yards, he's not onside. It's just over the head of Mantanovic, who went up in the air with Ruben Diaz. And it fell for Perisic. One touch, second touch to set himself, and a low-driven effort past Diogo Costa made all the difference. And then, as I say, 10 minutes later, if that, from a corner, Nuno Mendes. It was a beautiful delivery as well from the PSG man. It was top-notch, it has to be said. And a pull back by Vlasic. But who step up? Look, big time, big moment, big players arrive. Yes, it's a penalty. If anything, the pressure was on Cristiano Ronaldo, a man who lives for the pressure. Well, he sat the goalkeeper down to his right-hand side, went centrally. Great delivery of a penalty. The sun is shining in Toronto. Well, this game is shining in the round of 32 as well. What a group stage we've had over the past few weeks. The round of 32, you kind of get into those real big games, big teams against big teams. This is two top-tier elite European national sides going at it. And I hope that with the hydration break just about to be over, I know not everyone's a fan of them, I hope that if anything that's given us that pause, that breath, that pause in play to keep going and go again, because my word, what a game we've had so far. Warm welcome if you are joining us. 72 minutes into this game, just under 20 to go of the 90, then whatever stoppage time we're bound for. It's unofficial independent off-tube studio commentary of this round of 32 clash in Toronto. Portugal 1, Croatia 1, long throwing coming in for Croatia. Perisic, goalkeeper, comes to claim, catches it. Does Costa, and you can see Portugal, they want to get on with it, they want to fly forward. Right hand side, there's been a change for Croatia. Bacharina has come off, and Mario Pasalic, number 15, has come on. So that's a change in the attacking areas, but you'd say Pasalic has a bit more legs, might have been more of a 4-3-3-esque. And Bacharina being an attacking force with Mario Pasalic coming on. They've made two changes. They've got three left to Croatia. Made one at half-time with Mantanovic coming on for Budimir, and that one just then. So they've got three changes to go with two blocks to use as well. Portugal made 4 out of the 5 at once. Semedo, Conceição, Ramos and Bernardo Silva on for Vitinha, Bruno Fernandes, Pedro Neto and João Cancelo. So they've got one left with 2 to use, so it doesn't matter when they do make their change. If they do want to make their change, maybe they've gone a little bit gung-ho, I don't know. I'd have to say, I don't think it's a change of formation. Conceição's like for Pedro Neto. Semedo, the former Wolves man, very much like for with Cancelo. Bernardo Silva for Vitinha. The man bound for Spain, Bernardo Silva, after leaving England on a free after his contract expired. He'll sit with Neves, João Neves. João Neves brings the legs and the energy as per usual. The experienced head of Bernardo Silva in there. Ronaldo and Ramos as the two up top. I think Ramos will do a lot more running for Ronaldo than a Bruno Fernandes would. Fernandes would sit off and play make. So if anything, yes, attacking, but might be a better output for Portugal. They're on the ball. Ruben Diaz, who's got to be careful. He's on a yellow card, of course. 2 yellow cards in this game so far for himself and Luka Modric. Ball forward here. Rafael Leao trying to get past his man. Great defending there from Stanisic. He really struggled against Leao in the opening 20-30 minutes. Since then, well, it's just been a really good back and forth, winger up against a full-back type of game. Battle for it just outside the Croatia penalty area. Modric loses it, but it's won by Mario Pasalic, played off to Ivan Perisic. I say Ronaldo's looking for a brace, so is Perisic as well, it has to be said. He's still driving forward into the feet of Sucic. He's dispossessed. Poor pass from Semedo into the path of Pasalic, and now Kovacic is driving forward. Edge of the area, strike comes in off the post. It might have been saved onto the post. Pasalic, ball into the box. Mantanovic back to Kovacic with a strike, and it's just over the bar thanks to the palms of Diogo Costa. What a moment that would have been. Kovacic taking his own country on his back. I don't think Costa gets down to the first one. Watching the replay, it's a wicked strike from Kovacic. No, he does. He gets a fingertip on it onto the post as Costa, and in the second one he saves over. Two massive saves from Costa. Cristiano Ronaldo with a big goal, but Costa right there saving his side. That's what a good goalkeeper does. Corner coming up though for Croatia. Modric outswinger. Vasilic scored to make it 2-1 against Ghana. Could the same be repeating here? Heads go up, and it goes wide and out for a Portugal goal kick, which will take quickly. Long ball forward, looking for the run of Bernardo Silva. Great tackle at the back there from Pongracic getting back. It's quickly out to Modric on the right side. This game has upped in tempo, pace and intensity tenfold since the hydration break, and it was already an intense second half. Here they come down the left-hand side of Croatia. Ball into the box. Mantanovic is there. Brings it down. Fakes it past Mendes. Strike is saved once again. Diogo Costa. Well, as I said, Ronaldo got the equaliser. But at the moment, Diogo Costa is keeping his side in this tie. Lovely ball to Mantanovic. Takes it down on his chest. Slows it down. I thought the attack was gone. He fakes it past Nuno Mendes. He sold him a dream. And it was an acute angle on the right hand side. Don't get me wrong, it was still a hard finish. Great save though from Costa. Corner is taken short by Modric to the overlapping Stanisic. Back to Modric. Swung in, blocked off of the out trailing left leg of Bernardo Silva. Will be a throw in for Croatia on the right hand side. High up the field. Sly right smile off of Luka Modric. Again, I say Ronaldo lives for moments like this. This is what everyone lives for in the elite sport. High pressure, best against the best. This is what everyone wants to watch. So everyone wants to listen into. Kovacic, the force to go back, and now Portugal trying to get bodies out. They don't want to be penned in, but they don't want to press too far up. Modric finds a nice pass to Sucic. Out to Stanisic. Lovely ball into the box. Goes all the way through. Will be cleared by João Neves. Poke to the left-hand side to Rafael Leao. Fortunately, we're just backtracking a little bit too much on it. Loses his balance after a chest control and loses the ball as well. Well, this is set up so nicely for the last just about 15 minutes or so. Modric pings one out to Perisic on the left-hand side. How many times have they done that in their national side? What a ball into the box. Mendes has to deal with it. Ramos brings it down, plays it to Leao. What a first touch from the AC Milan man. Well, they'll be linking up as it stands in the summer, of course, at club level. Ball forward, looking for the run of Conceição. Well, too much on that. Will go to the feet of Livkovic, who's just outside his own penalty area. Croatia will get it, and at the moment, Croatia responding so well to going down. As I said, two big saves from Costa. And Modric once again pings it out to Perisic. Ball into the box. Vega has to get there. Big header to clear it away. Can Leao keep it in play? Just about. He's in his own corner flag. He needs to just boot this clear or get some support into Bernardo Silva. Ronaldo plays it to Leao. Left hand side. This is good play from Portugal. Long boot in there by Vlasic, and it's out of play. Both these teams are putting it all on the line here in the second half to come away with something. And as I say, Portugal, they've been excellent. Both teams have been excellent. I don't want to take away anything from absolutely anyone in this game. But from the hydration break, Portugal came out and had their opportunities, but Croatia, they've responded the better since going down. Portugal are there about to make their fifth change. Ruben Neves, who was a change out of the side for João Neves, will be coming onto the field of play, the former Wolves man. Wonder if that will be for João Neves. Will it be for midfielder? Will it be for a forward player? I do look at the side and I go, well, like for like would be João Neves. You do lose a bit of energy, though, from João Neves going off for Ruben Neves. Maybe you get a bit... João Neves is very underrated technically, don't get me wrong. As they have it in the middle of Croatia. Ball through, 1-on-1! And Croatia take the lead back. Petar Sucic as Ruben Diaz wants the ball. It looks like the offside flag has gone up. That was very close, though. Sucic, cool finish, 1-on-1. How close is that? He might be onside. Nuno Mendes, I think, is playing him onside. It's a cool 1-on-1 finish. Costa, well, he's made 2 big saves. That was one that he can't make. I think Nuno Mendes keeps him onside there. This one's good. It's tight once again. Waiting for full confirmation. And what a substitution this is going to be. Well, Ruben Neves is coming on. What a big play here by Roberto Martinez. Cristiano Ronaldo scored his first knockout goal in this tournament. And it will be the skipper who is going off the field of play. Ruben Neves on. Cristiano Ronaldo off. We saw Rudy Garcia make some big changes, taking De Bruyne, taking Doku off. His side came from 2-0 down to win 3-2 in stoppage time. The goal has been chalked off, apologies, just getting back underway. I was so headstrong there on Cristiano Ronaldo coming off. I thought he's going to stay on regardless. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got the equaliser. He's done all he can for his side, it has to be said. At the end of the day, he has done everything that he can. He's done so much. It's maybe Bernardo Silva pushes a little bit further forward. Gonçalo Ramos leads the line. I think Ramos is such an underrated forward. When you're playing him behind Dembele at club level, it's always going to be a little bit awkward. Maybe that, though, is the kick up the backside Portugal need as they're coming forward. Ball in behind, looking for Semedo. Too much on it. And it's out of play for a Croatia goal kick. 82 minutes on the clock, less than 10 of the 90 to go. Ronaldo, very similar to what I saw last night. Everyone else would have who was tuning in or listening in. De Bruyne and Doku just sat there. Same with Mane. Mane was brought off. That's poor play out from Croatia. He's had a foul at the back as Portugal win it high up the field. Ramos wants a foul. Felt like he was pushed just outside the penalty area by Pongracic. Nothing comes of it though, and Croatia do get the ball. They're coming away with it. Kovacic, of course, he forced some great saves out of Diogo Costa in this second half. They're playing out from the back though. Dangerous game has been played if you're going to do that. Both sides do play it. Ball forward for Mantanovic. He's made a really big impact in this second half. He came on at half time, of course, being maybe a bit more of a presence up top than Budimir has been, it has to be said. Bernardo Silva. João Neves. Nice ball there into Silva's feet. Tries to take it past his man, he can't. Kept alive though, and Conceição into Semedo. Having a quick look at the stats of this game that's been such a topsy-turvy game. One of the best games of the tournament, and we've had some crackers, haven't we? Just over 60% possession for Portugal. 1.82 XG. I'll bring you the stats in a moment. Watching the offside here. Oh, it's just a run from Sucic. He just makes a run. It's that body, very similar to Ronaldo. Dropped the shoulder, made the run. Ball in behind Semedo. Even at his age, he's still pacey as ever to stop Perisic and win the ball. He's stuck in his own corner flag though. He's going to have to just clear it long. He does in the end. Lovely touch there from Ruben Neves to Semedo, and now Portugal are flying forward. Oh, Mendes gets it caught underneath his feet, but he still is coming forward here. Ball in behind. Oh, Ramos was the pass to make. They're still keeping alive with Leao. Ball into the box. Heads go up. It's just over the head of Conceição. And it will be an overhit cross if you will out of play for a goal kick. Those Portuguese fans, they still believe. Those Croatian fans still believe. And I feel for those fans, those set of fans, I'm happy I'm sat here as a neutral. If this was my team involved, I don't know what I'd be doing. Hearts pumping, hearts racing, you'd have to say. Very much understandable by all accords. The goal kick, though, as I say, coming up for Croatia, cleared away by Bernardo Silva. Going back to the stats, 11 shots apiece, only 2 on target for Portugal. There's been 6 on target for Croatia. Ball forward, Renato Vega will get there before Mantanovic. Back to Diogo Costa. I'll say he's a great shot stopper. He's very cool and calm with his feet, though, as well, it has to be said. Right place, right time. Bernardo Silva's bringing it forward. Both teams now, we're so close. Oh, ball over the top here. Conceição, can he bring it down? Oh, he wants to bring it on his left boot, still going. Strike comes in, it's blocked away. Will be a corner. What a ball that was. It will be a corner. Well, when they got a corner last time, Nuno Mendes whipped that beautiful ball in. They came away with a penalty. Who knows what they could do now. Will be from the far side. Will be the same side. Will be Nuno Mendes to take. For the referees, packed out penalty box. Mendes swings it in. Header goes wide once again. That's the 4th time. Definitely the 3rd. Renato Vega, the bigger centre back, the eye of the corner. Oh, he gets there. Just doesn't get the connection. Gets his leap, gets his jump. Just puts his header wide of the mark there. Croatia will get another goal kick to play it out with Pongracic. Supposed to go back to Livkovic. Decent press on there from Portugal. Still at the back with Croatia. Less than 3 minutes to go of the 90. And then we're bound for whatever stoppage time is in store. Interesting to see how much stoppage time we currently have. Of course, we've had the 3-minute hydration break. That's the minimum, of course, realistically. We've also got the VAR review for Ronaldo's disallowed goal. Offside it was, but that took maybe a minute or two. Sucic had a disallowed goal as well that had a VAR check and a look. And then, of course, the penalty had a pause. You could be looking at, I'd say maybe 7 or 8 minutes. As a guess, definitely 6+, I'd say, at the minimum. So we're looking at just under 10 minutes left of the game as a whole. Long ball forward from Modric. Finds the right boot of Sucic. Cuts back inside on his left, whips the ball into the back post. Header comes in and it's wide. Opportunity there at the back sticks. Mario Pasalic puts his header wide. The Croatian fans, they were almost celebrating as if they'd regained the lead. Sucic, what a piece of play, cutting inside. And it's a beautiful ball into the back six. He just gets there in front of Semedo. But by getting in front of Semedo, he kind of just gets a little bit too much in front of the ball. And his header goes wide of the mark. So many chances in this second half. To see we've only had 2 goals and it's 1 apiece, it's quite astonishing to a degree. Bernardo Silva picks it up for Portugal just inside his own half. And again, is this the point where maybe both teams think, ooh, I don't know if we want to risk it all. Do we want an extra 30 minutes? I did say this earlier sometimes, do you want that extra 30 minutes in the legs? I'm sure Spain right now, they're confident after their 3-0 win against Austria. They're seeing at the moment both these teams put so much energy into this 90 minutes. And at the moment, you're bound for an extra 30. Oof. Spain, even with extra freshness is a difficult ask. An extra 30 minutes in the legs, it's not what anyone would want. Long ball forward, looking for Semedo, too much on it. Livkovic comes out to claim it and will punt it long, looking for Mantanovic. he's had a really good battle since coming on with both defenders in Ruben Diaz and Renato Vega. And here comes away with that, and Bernardo Silva picks it up. Jones plays a bit more deeper these days, the Galactico, if you will. But still ever the technical ability, just knows how to win. He's a winner, isn't he? He'll bring that to Spain. Vega to Rafael Leao. Of course, he cannoned one off of the bar earlier when it was 1-0 for Croatia. What goal that would have been. Leao still with the ball, holds it up. Ruben Neves, he's got a great passing range, he's got a great long strike in him as well, it has to be said, so you've got to be careful of that. Diaz will swing one out to the left hand side, headed back for a corner. Stanisic getting there, would have been for Nuno Mendes, wouldn't have had too much space on the left hand side to keep it in. That's taken a great first touch to bring it down and create a chance. This will be another corner for Portugal. 90 minutes played. Confirmation 10 minutes of extra time. 10 minutes of stoppage time. With just about 45 seconds played. Corner will come in from João Neves. It'll be an in-swinger. Ball comes in, heads go up, and it goes wide once again. This time, Renato Vega's had all the headers. This time it was the centre-back partner, Ruben Diaz, who just heads over the bar. Big chance there. Substitution coming up here for Croatia, and maybe this sets their sights on the rest of this game. Possibly hints at a formation change. Vlasic, as I said, the hero of the 2-1 win against Ghana, he's coming off, and Josko Vardiol is onto the field of play. A lot of shouts as to why he wasn't starting. I could not tell you. I don't know if it's personnel, tactic related, injury related. I don't believe it's an injury relation. As Croatia from the goal kick play it short. Might be a back three. Might be that Vardiol slots in at left back. Perisic moves further forward. I'm not too sure. But that is a change. They've only made 3 changes compared to the 5 of Portugal, of course, in extra time. If we do go there, currently that's where we are going to. You do get an extra substitute as well, so that's something to think about. And is it going to be an attacking change? Is it going to be a defensive-minded change? Leao, ball over the top for Mendes, gets on the end of it. He goes into the penalty box. As he goes down, as he tripped there, referee says no. Mendes is asking for it, but he did get straight back up, so I think that does maybe tell you all you need to know. Stanisic looking for Mantanovic. Good interception there by Vega. And what a moment that would have been. If it had been a second penalty, I can imagine the cameras would have panned to the bench and Cristiano Ronaldo, since he's unfortunately off the field now. He's relying on his teammates to send him through to the next round. Leao up against Stanisic. That's been one of the better battles on the field this afternoon in Toronto. Mendes dispossessed. Poked back out wide to Leao. He's asking for runners. He's asking for where his teammates are runners. Diaz. He's back to his partner in Vega. Swings one wide back out to Leao. Bit of space for him to run into. Swings the ball into the box. Heads go up, and it's in the back of the net. Late drama. Gonçalo Ramos nods it in the back of the net. Portugal coming from behind. Croatia led early on in the second half, and in stoppage time, we've still got a long way to go. Nevertheless, don't forget, but a Leao cross nodded in by Gonçalo Ramos. It is Portugal 2, Croatia 1. Drama-filled game this afternoon in Toronto. Cristiano Ronaldo on the sideline celebrates with his number 9. Ball out to Leao. Of course, it will be just a quick check. Is he onside? He looks well onside. He is. It's poor defending, I have to say, from the duo of, I believe it's Pongracic and Vardiol. It is. Looking at the replay, it's a great head, a great leap from Ramos. He's come up clutch for Portugal before in this competition. He's come up clutch so many times, and Roberto Martinez celebrates. The dugout, the bench go wild. Croatia took the lead. Portugal, though, had momentum, and Portugal will keep momentum as they do lead 2-1, not long to go now, but a lot longer than you'd mostly have, of course. Luka Modric, glum face from the Croatian skipper, he can't believe it. We've still got, we had to kick back off. That goal went in around the 93rd minute mark, about 2 minutes ago or so now, as everything's resetting and getting back in place after the celebrations were had. There's 5 minutes of stoppage time left. There's probably about 7 left as a total. I think we could easily hit 102, 103 minutes here as we're about to get back underway. The referee's just pausing before we get back underway. I'm not too sure as to why. Could be a substitution for Croatian, apologies. And it's definitely an attacking one. Mateo Kovacic, who's had a standout game as per usual. And he's going to be coming off an ever-experienced Kramaric. He's onto the field of play. So that is an attacking change. Ball forward. Stanisic pokes it forward. Here come Croatia. He's even more late drama. Ball into the box. Played away by Renato Vega. Heavy touch there from Zatalo. Croatia will keep the ball though. He's cutting right, he's cutting left, he's looking for options as a defender. Forced to go back to Livkovic. 96 minutes on the clock. We've got 4 left of stoppage time. I do believe we'll be given an extra minute or two because the goal came in stoppage time. But at the moment, it is Portugal going on to face Spain. What a mouth-watering clash that would be. It'd be mouth-watering if it's Croatia-Spain. But here come Croatia looking for a late equaliser. Perisic, the goal scorer, swings one into the back, sticks nodded back into a dangerous area. Renato Vega heads it away. Swung away Portugal. They will defend and fight for their lives to see this game out. As Croatia, they will fight to get an equaliser. What a second half here in Toronto. Cavadio pushes his man down. Is there a counter-attack here for Portugal? Conceição's running in a circle to keep the attack alive. That was nearly a terrible pass back. Mendes with an outstretched left leg. If not, I think that's falling for Kramaric. And I think he's coming away with a one-on-one against the goalkeeper, Costa. He's kept them in the game as well as Costa. As Portugal now with the ball. Back to Costa. He's just going to lump it long. They don't want any of the ball unless it's probably in the Croatian box. Perisic is going to be given a yellow card for a late foul on a defender there. He's having a word with the referee about something. Ruben Diaz was the man who was bundled over. The rain looks like it's coming down in Toronto. It's raining on the Croatian parade. Watching it back. Didn't really see much from that replay, I have to say. Diaz on the yellow card. He doesn't want to get involved in anything, it has to be said. Diaz, he's celebrating. Ronaldo's still on the bench. His teammates doing it for him. The man who didn't replace him at the time, but the technicality is what you would say is that he's leading the line in place of Ronaldo. Gonçalo Ramos with the stoppage time headed winner. It was Ronaldo-esque. The leap, the vertical, the header reminded you of one person. Here come Croatia. There's still time left in this game. It's a time left for drama. Vardiol back out to the left-hand side. Ball is swung in. It's deflected away. They want a handball, but it'll be a corner. So the referee almost was like, well, it's going to be a corner anyway. 8.5 minutes of the 10 of stoppage time have been played. I do think again there'll be anywhere from a minute to 2 minutes of extra stoppage time played. Will be an in-swinger. My thought would be Modric will take it, he will. Into the front post it goes. It's still in the box, cleared away by Portugal. No, it's last off a Croatian man. Mansanovic is looking at the referee about something, I'm not too sure. I think they're saying to him about the count of the goal kick, if I'm correct. It will be a goal kick for Costa. Portugal 2, Croatia 1 if you're joining in the last few moments. Costa's trying to get everyone forward. He's not messing around. He wants to punt this away. He wants to get this into the Croatia half. Get it as far away as my goal as I can. Plays it long just over the head of Ramos. Out of play for a Croatian throw-in. Have they got just one more chance left in them? There's one more chance left in this game. One more swing of drama. Do we have that? Or are Portugal bound for the round of 16 to face Spain? Ball forward, brought down by Mantanovic. Great chest control, played back to Modric. The little magician, can he come up with something one more time? Ronaldo scored for his country from the penalty spot. Can Modric make something for his? Left hand side with Vardiol. One of the substitutions later on here for Croatia. That was just before it went 2-1 Portugal. Maybe too defensive too early. Sucic looking for the run of Modric. Can he get there? No, he can't. That was really, really unlucky. Bernardo Silva let it run past him and Modric gave up on it for half a second. That half a second when it rolled out. We've played all 10 minutes of stoppage time. It is a goal kick coming up for Portugal. Is that it? Have Ronaldo and co done enough? The camera's panned to Gonçalo Ramos, the match winner, then to the bench to Cristiano Ronaldo. Goal kick goes up for Ramos. Headed out of play for a goal kick. Quickly taken, and it's just an long Mantanovic up there. Needs some more blue jerseys next to him. Even if he brings it down, he doesn't. Is he fouled? Referee isn't interested, and Portugal have come forward for, I say, one more attack. I think they're corner bound at the best. Oh, they're going to cut inside. Conceição driving into the penalty area. Goes for a strike at goal. He slices it well wide. Be a goal kick for Croatia. I mean, that was a chance to make it 3-1. That would have finished the game off. I'd say goal. He didn't go out for a goal kick. He went out for a throw. That's how poor Conceição's strike was. But could that come back to bite Portugal? Here come Croatia. They've quickly made its way through the middle of the field. We've played over 90 seconds. Down the left-hand side, ball is feet. Still straight at Diogo Costa. He holds on to it. And you'd like to think that will be that. It pans to the Croatian fans in the stands. I think that is all she wrote. Costa boots it up in the Toronto sky. Vardiol wins the header. Bit of head tennis. Croatia do still have the ball. Modric has the ball as he fouled there. Referee still playing on. We'll play 2 minutes extra of the 10. Look, it's 10 minimum. That's what the rules are, of course, as everyone knows. But we're about 12 minutes into stoppage time. So on the left-hand side, there are so many blue jerseys in the box. Ball has to come in. It does. Flicked on. Opportunity. It's in the back of the net. And it's an own goal. Croatia have the equaliser. It is Portugal 2, Croatia 2 in stoppage time. What a second half we've had. This competition just gives and gives and gives. And this is one of the biggest and best moments of this tournament so far. What a moment. Portugal are devastated. You know where the cameras pan. They're on the bench with Cristiano Ronaldo. The ball came in, it was flicked on. Portugal just couldn't deal with it. They couldn't deal with the pressure that Croatia are putting on them. Of course, we'll look at replays. Is everyone on side? It's flicked onto the back sticks. There might be an offside here. That's the question. I think there is. I want to say Mario Pasalic. It's not on. Oh, does it come off for Croatia? Oh, this could be a long check here. The ball comes in. Pasalic is offside if it comes off a Croatian head. From this first angle, I think it does. And I have a go at VAR for having so many looks at replays, but my word, this could be. We've had drama, we've had swings. It's gone this way, it's gone that way. Croatia led. Penalty, Ronaldo, Gonçalo Ramos. Stoppage time header. Croatia with an equaliser in almost the last kick of the game. There's going to be a review. Hearts could be broken here. There's a VAR check. The question is, if it comes off a Croatia man, Pasalic is offside. The question is, does it come off Mantanovic? Or does it not? They're slowing it down. They're seeing replays. The referee has gone to the monitor. You have to send him to the monitor. I don't think even VR is saying when there's that nudge, oh, you might want to look at this. You think this? is just... They'll show him the replay. You need to see it from behind. It's looking at the broadcast view, which you just can't tell if it comes off Mantanovic. Well, the referee's made a decision. I think he's going to rule this out. So there was drama. The drama continues, as I think this is going to get ruled out by his Bodemir and Stance. Again, I can't hear what the referee's saying. Croatia, they're not happy. Portugal celebrate. The goal has been disallowed in the last minute. Pasalic offside. The ball came in off of Mantanovic. Pasalic just off of his right thigh back into an area. There are Croatian tears. There are Portuguese tears. One for happiness, one for utter despair and sadness. Modric can't believe it. The final whistle hasn't been blown just yet, though. We're still waiting on that. All the players in the dugouts, they're out. Bernardo Silva, he's waiting on something else. I'm waiting on what would it be. And Pasalic, if he just holds his run, he's so close. It definitely comes off of the back, I want to say, of Ruben Diaz. And I've only seen one replay of the behind the goal, and that's a replay you need to show the referee, because I don't know if it comes off Mantanovic. It's been given, so my opinion doesn't matter. In the last seconds, it looked like Croatia had the equaliser. It looked like we were off for an extra 30 minutes. It looked like we were off for an extra 30 minutes all night long. And there is still a pause to play. We're not back underway. We've played 16 and a half minutes. Croatia aren't happy about something, or they won't be happy about the goal being disallowed. Both Bernardo Silva and Luka Modric are having a few words. They're skippers. I think they're probably just talking about something, probably, of course. One will be happier than the other for the time being, but the referee is bringing the game to a pause. It will, of course, just be a free kick in the penalty area. Mantanovic is having a word with the ref. I can imagine, though, if we're being honest, this will be the free kick for Diogo Costa. It'll be kicked away, and that will be that. Diego Costa's pointing to where do I take this from? Referee just says, just take it from there. That'll be fine. We've played 17, just over 17 minutes of stoppage time. Cristiano Ronaldo, he scored the equaliser. He came off, and his teammates have at the moment done the job for him. Luka Modric and co thought they got that equaliser. Absolute scenes at the end of this game, and it's going to end in a bit of a drab, if you will, because of the disallowed goal. Pasalic just offside. They had the ball in the back of the net. Looked like Vardy got the last touch. The question is from this, will it be kicked away and full-time blown? Watching the replay back, of course, Pasalic, he's well offside. It's not the question of offside. The question is does it come off Mantanovic? And it looks, for me, it looks really, really close. And I'm not saying it. Well, there we go. Watch it from behind. Mantanovic goes up for the header. I don't know if it comes off it. It's Renato Vega. It might go off the hair of Mantanovic. And then Vardy there with Ruben Neves. And he just stabbed home between them and in the back of the net. It does. Yeah, he's kicked away by Diogo Costa. Well, the referee hasn't blown the whistle just yet. Vardyol's going to pump it along. Headed away by Diaz. Bernardo Silva punts it into the sky. We're still going in Toronto. Headed away back to Renato Vega. And Portugal have the ball. You'd like to think this is just seconds. I still can't believe where the referee's getting this added time on from. I'm not complaining. I know Portugal will be complaining. But all eyes are on the referee. There we go. Full time has been blown. Oh, what a classic we've had in Toronto. Portugal and Croatia. Well, round of applause for both. Drama back and forth, and then some. The stars of yesteryear continue to shine. The likes of Modric, Perisic and Ronaldo. But one of the next generation stepped up in Gonçalo Ramos. Croatia took the lead early on in the second half through Perisic. Then a penalty was given. Guess who stepped up? Cristiano Ronaldo. One apiece in stoppage time. Gonçalo Ramos headed Portugal into a 2-1 lead. And then drama as Croatia stabbed it in the back of the net with seconds to go. VAR intervened, the referee had a look and said he was offside. The cross came in, came off Mantanovic. Pasalic was onside when the cross came in, not when it came off Pasalic. And in the back of the net it went, but no, offside. Portugal celebrated that, and they'll celebrate going into the next round. Croatia knocked out in the round of 32. Despair for Luka Modric. What a moment for Cristiano Ronaldo, though. They will face Spain in the coming days. Round of 16 clash is set. Portugal against Spain. But what a classic was had in Toronto this evening. Full time, Portugal 2, Croatia 1. Thanks for joining.